Real quick, before we jump into this video and cover everything that I want to talk about today, I want to let you guys know that I want to give back to you guys if you're interested in liking Apex Legends. So we have all different kinds of coin packs, as you can see right here in the dashboard, all the way up to 6,700 coins, and they have an Apex Legends Founders Pack, which will allow you to get 2,000 Apex coins and an exclusive Legendary Demon Hemlock weapon skin. So I want to give back to you guys. I want to hook you guys up with some of this stuff. So if you want to enter that, make sure you're subscribed to the channel, click the thumbs up button and leave a like, and comment down below what platform you're playing Apex Legends on, whether it's PS4, PC, or Xbox One. Yo, what's going on, guys? Welcome back to the channel. My name is Dexbot. I hope you're all doing absolutely wonderful today. In today's video, we're going to be going over some of the best settings that you can use when playing online in Apex Legends. I think these settings will help you guys out. I think that just making a few minor adjustments will allow you to have kind of the best setup for you guys, and you can get the best gameplay possible. So let's jump into these settings and see what we're working with while playing Apex Legends. So first off, like I said, a lot of this stuff I'm using pretty much the default setups for this game. Some of the stuff may change throughout the life of it, but I wanted to kind of run through what I'm going to be using because you've seen some of my gameplay. You see I've gotten some wins already, and I want to share this with you guys. So first off, some of the stuff is new, and I do want to be able to see it. I will be changing it here in the future. If you're already starting to feel comfortable, you can start making some adjustments. But first off, I want to start with the Impact Prompt Style. Impact Prompt Style, it displays more or less information about weapons and items on the ground, default or compact. Currently, being that I'm still a newer player to this game, but I'm still having success, I still want to be using the default Interact Prompt Style. I want to have more information about each and every weapon or item or location that I might see on the map. Later on, once I get more familiar with all of the weapons, the ammo, the items, and everything like that, I'm going to be switching it to compact to have less clutter. If you're already ready for that, go ahead and jump on and try the compact out, but I will be using default until I change to compact. I'll definitely let you guys know as soon as I start changing my settings and stuff like that. Button hints, it says display persistent button prompts for your weapons and abilities on the HUD. I want that on as well because, like I said, I'm still a newer player. I still want to be getting those notifications and hints when I can, but I will probably be changing that to off later on down the road as well. For the crosshair damage feedback, this is something that's definitely new to something like a multiplayer BR like this, right? So first off, you can change it to off, you can change it to crosshair X, or you can change it to X with a shield icon. Obviously, I'm using X with a shield icon. If you turn the crosshair damage feedback off, you'll have no indicator. You'll have, I guess you won't be able to tell when you're shooting at someone. Like, you won't be able to tell when you're causing damage. Crosshair with an X, it'll show like an X on the crosshair, I guess, like when you're getting hit markers or something like that. X with an icon is going to show the X on the crosshair when you're getting those hit markers, and an icon is going to let you know the shield level. I definitely think that'll be something that's useful because I want to know what kind of damage I'm doing to my enemy and get as much information back from that as well. As for damage numbers, it's going to show stacking. That's going to basically just show a combined number of all recent damage that I've done in the game. The ping opacity is going to determine how bright the ping appears on the HUD. Fully opaque most of the time is default. That means you'll be able to see it, you know, clear as day. Faded, it'll be partially transparent most of the time. I personally want to have it fully opaque and be able to see the ping as good as I possibly can. Obituaries are going to show obituaries for player kills and deaths. I want to see that as well. I want to have as much information at this current time that I can while playing this game. For incoming damage feedback, it's basically going to be how it lets you know or what it's going to display on the screen when you're taking damage. I have it set to 3D. It shows a 3-dimensional arrow indicator whenever you're taking damage. You can change that to a 2-dimensional character, or you can have it show both. Next, my settings for streamer mode. I'm not someone that's like a super popular content creator, at least not yet. So I'm not worried about turning streamer mode on. I believe a lot of you guys probably should not have to worry about that. But just in case there's a couple of you out there that are like really big time and you're wanting to, you know, check out my video. First off, thank you so much for doing me that favor. But if you are happening to be that popular and you want to kind of sort of remain anonymous whenever you're in a game and kind of hide the players' names in the kill feed or on player banners or anything like that, obituaries, you can turn streamer mode on and enable and basically become a little more anonymous whenever you are in game. As for usage sharing, that's basically something that EA is just going to use to collect data from my device and to, you know, basically try to improve products, improve the gameplay, maybe different settings and stuff like that for Apex Legends. So I'm okay with leaving that enabled. That's not going to bother me too much. I want this to have the best possibility to be the best game possible. For accessibility, it says enable accessible chat features. I have that set to off. I'm going to leave that just as it is. Convert incoming voice chat to text. I'm going to leave that off as well. But that is an incredible setting, you guys. Some of you, you know, you might have reasons why you would want to basically transcribe the incoming text to a HUD for like a chat, to like read a chat, you know. Some of you might be younger. You might need to just read it at night. You might not be playing with headphones, might not want your parents to wake up, you know. Some people may have some a slight, you know, disability or something like that might allow them to be more beneficial to have something where they can read the text. Massive shout out to Respawn for adding that feature and thinking of everyone that could possibly benefit from using something like that. Or the controller settings, button layout, that's key. Default. I'm going default all the way. Pretty much these settings are almost exactly like other first-person shooters, similar to like me personally. I've played a lot of Call of Duty. Some of you guys, my regular subs, might be watching this, the homies, you know. Yeah, I just did that, bro. Yep, keeping it real. A lot of you guys have been playing first-person shooters for a long time. It's no secret. This is pretty much the same normal settings that you guys would be using. But some of you might out there, you know, you might want to use bumper jumper or something like that. For me personally, I do use a scuff controller. As you can see, I have like the paddles on the back. So I have options. I can jump and crouch and slide and do different things with the paddles on the back. So I am okay using default, and I think even if I was not using a scuff, I would probably still be playing default because I kind of play claw if I don't. For interact and reload button, I want to tap to use and reload. Tap to use and reload is basically you tap to interact and reload and hold to swap weapons. That's what I want to be able to use. For crouch, I have it set to toggle. So basically, as I tap the button, I either crouch, stand up, crouch, stand up, crouch, stand up. For my aim button, basically aiming down sight, I have it set to hold. So basically I have to like hold my left trigger to aim down sight versus me toggling it. Some people might would want to do toggle it, like you'd only have to click it once and it would stay aiming down sight until you took it off, you know? For me, I want it like normal shooters like I've been using. I'm going to use hold to aim down sight. My sensitivity, I've always used a lower sensitivity in games. I'm going to be using a 3. My aim down sight sensitivity, I'm using as the same. Response curve is going to be set to classic. The response curve determines how the stick's analog input is used to turn your view. So basically classic is the classic respawn feel. Steady would be a balance of firm control and fast aim. Fine aim is specialized for a small or gradual adjustments. High velocity is quick response for the very even-handed, and linear is raw input. I may be changing this to something a little more steady or fine aim in the future. Right now I'm sticking with classic, and it's what I'm going to be using while playing Apex Legends. The look dead zone, it can prevent your view from drifting when you're not touching the stick. Increase it only if needed. A smaller dead zone allows for better aim control. For me, I'm using the small. I'm not going smaller on that. I'm not going none. For me, I'm using the suggested small. I'm going to stick with that for right now. I'm not going to switch it to a larger dead zone just yet. Inverted, I play normal. I don't play inverted. Do any of you guys play these first-person shooters inverted? Do you actually like reverse? You're looking up and down on the joystick? Let me know down in the comments if any of you guys play inverted. I would love to know who is, I don't know, probably got a higher IQ than I do. And for vibration, I always choose vibration on. And I know some of that makes you guys cringe. But for me, like I said, I like to feel the shots connecting. I like to feel whenever I'm taking hits, because sometimes I react on muscle memory, you know what I'm saying? So like I might feel like, okay, I've gotten so many hit markers with this gun that I know usually should pick up the kill at this point. I feel like I'm someone that learns through repetition, and whenever I play games, and I think a lot of you guys are probably like that as well. Like, you know, you might be trying to shoot someone and be like, I should have killed him, you know, or I felt like I did, or I know I got him. It's basically comes down to muscle memory, as well as like the visual of what you're seeing as far as like hit markers, as well as, you know, the feedback you might be getting from their shield and stuff like that as well. So I put vibration on, and I think you guys should too. I believe it only adds benefits to allow you to have the best gameplay possible. This stuff. Brightness, adjust the brightness for your display. I believe all of us are going to have that a little bit different. Obviously, you follow the on-screen commands, and you kind of set this up to match either your TV or monitor that you'll be playing on. Field of view, this is going to basically affect how zoomed out your view is whenever you're playing. Okay, so currently I'm playing on the default is set to 70. It says increasing it may impact performance, okay, or cause visual issues. So if you make this field of view higher, like if you increase that, you're basically going to zoom out and you're going to be able to take in more on the map. So if you're playing on PC, it's more your game is going to have to like load visuals and stuff like that all at one time. It's also it might make like players a little bit smaller on the map, a little further out. You know, there might be a lot that it'll take into that. So for me, I'm gonna stick with the closest field of view that the game has to offer right now, especially while I'm learning the map, I'm learning the layout, I'm learning what players look like when they're hiding, when they're out in the open. I want to be able to take everything I can in right now and have a little bit more focus on what I'm looking at while in game. Colorblind mode, I'm not colorblind, so I'm going to be playing with that off. I believe some of you guys might be able to benefit. If you happen to need it, you can turn colorblind mode on. And for last, certainly not least, we have the audio settings here in Apex Legends. Master volume I have set to 100%. Sound effects I have set to 100%. Dialogue volume I have set to 100%. I turned the music volume down just a little bit, bumped it down to 74%. It doesn't even increase in 1% increments. It's kind of like bunched up to different settings. I don't know why. It goes like 100, 95, 90, 85, 79. Like, why isn't that 80%, bro? Like, I don't even know. That's crazy. But anyways, I have it set to like 74-ish, 69, you know, whatever. There's nothing like real critical on that. Basically for me, I just want to hear less volume for the music whenever I'm in multiplayer. I want to be able to focus on in-game sounds, sound effects, dialogue, and I kind of, you know, same with the lobby music. I'm just chilling right now. It doesn't really matter how loud my music is in the lobby, honestly, so you guys can set that to whatever you're comfortable with. The main thing I want to be able to focus on is hearing my volume well, sound effects, and dialogue while in game, and not losing those effects to hearing the volume too loud in my ear. I have subtitles turned off, and I'm not converting incoming voice to chat text. If you guys are going to be using any different settings than me, let me know down in the comments, because maybe I can try them out and see, you know, something that might benefit me more in the future. Like I had already showed you, there's some things with, you know, the impact prompt styles, the button hits that I know I'll probably be changing in the future, you know, once I become more experienced with this game and more of a quote-unquote expert. But this is what I'm going to be using right now, and I think you guys should be doing the exact same, and let's become the best Apex Legends players possible that we possibly can. So do me a huge favor, leave a like on this video if you guys made it to the end. I greatly appreciate it. I look forward to bringing you more Apex Legends videos. Thank you so much for checking out my channel. If you're new, thank you so much. I really do appreciate the support, and I'll catch you guys here very soon for another live stream or another video. I'll see you guys next time.
I ain't never slowing down, getting paid now, I'ma lay it down, I'ma say it loud, say it proud, never had a doubt. Every word on my mouth, every verb that I shout, I'ma act on it now, get it out, I gotta get it out now.